Human behavior, very simply, is either driven by love or fear. And when you think about, oh, but I'm not a fearful person, but think about how often we are questioning, am I going to be judged? Am I going to be accepted? Am I, the fear of failure, the fear of not fitting in, the fear of success. Sometimes the fear of aging, the fear of gaining weight, the fear of not being the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect spouse. Of fear plays such a big role. And when I talked about that internal voice and the stories that we create, Julie, you mentioned this, that fear is a very natural emotion. It's a very healthy emotion. It is designed to keep us safe. And if you are experiencing fear, that is your brain doing its job. But that's your primitive brain doing its job. That was the first part of our brain to develop. We also have the neocortex that's over the top of that primitive brain, and that's our rational thought, it's logic, it's reasoning, it's being able to observe the primitive brain and question the primitive brain. The statements and stories that my primitive brain is making up that are all disaster scenarios, that part of our brain is also hardwired to be negative, defensive, always focus on the deficit, the problem of what's not working. Becoming aware of the stories that our brain creates and which ones do we really have to question. So a lot of what I do in my coaching practice is really grounded in the science of neuroplasticity, because the private voice creates stories